Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Fence Prince, SoundCloud, SoundClick, Instagram, and all points. Brooke Turner, I guess that's his name, BROKETURNER. Brock Turner. Not Brooke, that's OOK, I'm sorry. Anyways, Brock Turner's the young man who was a, swimmer at Stanford, and we've all seen, the story. But I'm just chiming in to show my disgust. And, well, yeah. So the judge, okay, for one, dude, he blamed the rape on alcohol and party life. And yeah, there is alcohol and party life at all colleges, but you're an adult. You know what I'm saying? That's why you're not getting tried as a child. You're an adult, so it's your responsibility to handle your alcohol. And then it says that he lied to the judge about his alcohol. So now we have the story it's just more and more is coming out because more and more people are looking into it because of the outrage that he only got 6 months and he only has to do 3 months of the 6 months. And the judge gave him 6 months because he said he wouldn't do well in jail. Who does well in jail? Who goes to jail to do well? And I pointed this out before. This is the same thing that happened in the DuPont case where somebody in the DuPont family was raping other people in his family, and the female judge didn't even put him in jail. She sent him home with an ankle bracelet, said because he wouldn't do well in jail. But they would send okay. I'm not even going to go there yet. There was a case recently where 5 football players were sent to jail for 5 years because they said that they raped a woman and found out that they never raped this woman. And never raped, and the guy was on, he was on WorldStar, and he said, listen, he said it was like I wasn't even a human. They just pushed me right through the court system and put me right in jail. There was no consideration at all. Then you got, the young man that was released last year. He did 10 years because he kissed a girl and she said he raped her. And she got $1.5 million. And then she finally said that it wasn't true. And, he finally got out of jail, and she was talking about, like, apologizing to him. It's just like, we don't want to hear your stinking apology. You took 10 years of my life, and I was going to be a pro football player. Now he's trying out, but he's 31. He went in when he was like 18, 19 years old. They tried him as an adult, and he was in a high school. And I mean, there's just case upon case upon case upon case where the system is just broken. It is not fair. It is not equal to everyone. Justice is not blind. Justice is looking out for those who have money, and for those who don't have money, you're screwed. And that's all that's to it. Those people of color are not getting off. They're not taking it easy on them. They're throwing them in jail and they're taking their money. You look at every star who's been hit with a rape case. They've either took their money or they've threw their ass in jail and took their money. Mike Tyson, he didn't rape that woman, took his money and put him in jail. Tupac, same thing. He didn't even touch the girl, but took his money and jail. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying all this to say that there's color barriers, and we already know about this. This stupid judge who did this, there are jurors who just don't want to be on his work for him or be a jury for him, and that's understandable. They're claiming hardship, and here's how deep it's getting. Here's what social media does. This is why you have to be careful. Because I'm sure this judge didn't know this was going to get blown out of proportion like this. Joe Biden, the vice president, sent a letter apologizing for what happened to this girl. Okay, Joe Biden is the vice president, people. Like, it's big now. It's not a small thing that you can just cover up. And that's basically what they were trying to do. He was like, we're just going to pass this through the system. Give him 6 months, let him do 3, and it's over with. But you are a registered sex offender. No, it's not that easy. Because people are upset. And I said this in another one of my videos. When people get upset, man, they're going to start tipping over cars, whether metaphorically or for real. It's not going down like that no more. We not having that. We not The injustice of the justice system is so blatant now that if you don't take action against the justice system, it is eventually it's going to come around to you. It's going to hit your front door. It's going to be your child who got raped, uh, or your child who has committed a crime, and there's going to be no leniency for you or in any shape, whether you're the victim or the one who did it, or it's going to be your cousin or brother, or as an adult who has committed a crime, and they're going to get slammed for it. I mean, listen. Here's a case in point. During the Freddie Gray riots, there was a young man who stood on top of a police car, and I don't know if he shattered the window or not, but I know he stood on top of that car. He turned himself in because he found out that they were looking for him. They tried to give him 30 years. 30 years for standing on top of a police car. They didn't even give the people who killed Freddie Gray 30 years. I don't even think they gave him anything. Look at all these cops getting away with sheer murder. They tried to give him 30 freaking years. You see what I'm saying? Nah, we not having, get that man out of jail. That man stood on top of a car, so what? You killed a man. Blatantly, openly, willingly. You just killed Freddie Gray for nothing, just because he looked at you cops and ran. Listen, when I look at cops too, I want to run because I'm scared to death of you terrorists. Y'all are terrorists. Y'all terrorizing neighborhoods and killing people. 1,200 people killed last year. Y'all are terrorists. That's what terrorists do. They terrorize neighborhoods. That's what police do. The bad police, the good police, they police. The bad police, they are terrorists, point blank. Nonetheless, so there's white privilege all over the place. It's just ridiculous. It's just white on white privilege all over the place. And here's what I hope happens. See, here's the backlash of privilege and social media. When you constantly give white people privilege and don't sentence them according to the law that we are all under. This is state, city, county, federal. If you don't start making things even according to the law, what's going to happen is the people are going to take the law into their own hands. And they're going to do it in a lot of different ways. Now, some people take the law in their hands and they go out and, and they commit violent acts. It isn't always like that. People take the law in their own hands. They go on social media and get you. Like the father wants everyone to stop harassing their son over this. He wants it to just go away. No, we know where you live. We probably know where you work. We know where your son is. You think we're not going to bombard you constantly over the internet because of what you did and got away with? It's just not going to go away. And it's not a crime. I mean, the judge has even gotten death threats, and I'm not really for that. I'm not trying to hear that. But they've asked him to step down. I'm with that. Listen, you either go and re-prosecute that boy, which you can't because of, I forgot what it's called. You can't prosecute somebody twice for the same incident, but you can get them into civil court. So the family can sue them in civil court. Now, they can do that. And federally, you can go after him. You can go after him in federal court. It's not over. So there are ways that you can still get at somebody. Just look at the O.J. case. O.J. Simpson beat his first case, but the Goldmans sued O.J. They got him in civil court. So you can still go after Turner, Brooke Turner, and he can still do time. Yeah, he just won't be sued in the same court system, or he won't be accountable in the same court system, and I forgot what it's called. But nonetheless, you can still go after him under a different court jurisdiction. Anybody who's ever been to jail knows that the city can pick you up, and the city will let you go. Then the state will come and pick you up, and it will be city cops who come get you. And if they think it's a federal case, or if your case gets worse, which this case seems to be doing, it can go to federal court. And if you know anything about federal court, the federal court system, once they put you in jail, they don't have to give you a speedy trial. You can be in jail for 10 years without going to court. So I'm hoping they put his ass in jail. But I know that, yo, just because you white and live in suburbia, you can get some street justice too. Don't think you're going to go to McDonald's or something and people not going to know your face. It's called social media. You know, you might catch a couple L's. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might catch you at Mickey D's and beat your ass because of what you did. And, you know, the father, you know, wrote a letter to the other father talking about he's disgusted. Yo, I'm all for the father, if the father wants to punch that dude right in the face, you know, I'll stand there and watch and be like, you stuck an object in his daughter while she was unconscious. You didn't just you didn't just rape her. You stuck an object inside of her. That's deviant behavior. Like, no, I'm not for this. No. Yo, if Pops wants to, beat that dude's ass, I say beat the hell out of him. You and your other old homies, you, the uncle, the cousin, get that dude. Beat the hell out of that dude. You know what I'm saying? Don't kill him, but beat the hell out of him since he ain't going to jail. Oh, you want to be free? All right, we got you. We gonna catch you at Kroger's. We gonna catch you shopping somewhere. You got to come out the house. You allowed to go to the store. You gonna be running around your little BMW. You gonna catch a L. That's what I think should happen to that dude. Since the court system doesn't want to protect our women, they don't even want to protect white women now. And that's really crazy. And that's why there's such an uproar. If it was a black woman, it'd be different. But they don't want to protect the white women now. A college student. Yo, I'm telling you, that dude needs to catch a L. This is just the way I feel about it. And if Pops goes to jail, yo, Pops, I got your bail money. I'm out.